Making millions. It's the goal of a lot of people who want to live a life of luxury and comfort. But how do you get to $1 million quickly? Sure, you could win the lottery, but that takes luck, not skill. In fact, a lot of the following jobs also require a healthy dose of luck and timing. But combine this with creativity and a willingness to really put yourself out there, and you could potentially make millions instantly. Looking for some ways to make $1 million bucks? Then start by hitting that subscribe button. A collector. So how exactly do you make a lot of money by collecting stuff? Well, we're not talking about hoarding here, but instead about going to an estate or yard sale and finding a jewel hidden among everything else. There's the New York family that bought a bowl at a yard sale. It turned out to be a Chinese antique that netted them $2.2 million at auction. Or what about the unidentified man who bought a golden egg at a flea market only to find out that it was an authentic Fabergé egg worth nearly $30 million? Yeah, you can strike it instantly rich if you uncover the right treasure. App developer. With basically everyone owning a smartphone today, creating apps for all tastes and uses can be a big business. If you have a good idea and create an app to go with it, the result could be instant millions. Heck, even if your idea is bad, you could make millions. Take Swedish app designer Sven Carlsson. He reportedly created an app that simply displayed nothing on your screen, and people bought it. He is said to have made around $2 million, literally from nothing. Musician. You can struggle your entire life as a musician. Playing small gigs, writing songs for others, you might just pay the bills. However, you could write that one song or make that one performance that just unlocks everything and makes you a star and a millionaire overnight. Don't believe us? Just look at South Korean pop singer Psy. His one-hit wonder Gangnam Style got billions of views online, attracted tons of deals, and made him world known. In fact, online alone, that song and video netted him $2 million in terms of ad revenue. Professional gambler. This one is risky, but if you're good at it, then you can make a lot of money. A decade ago, the popularity of Texas Hold'em took off, and with it, an army of people suddenly tried their hand at making it rich with gambling. The odds aren't in your favor, but unknown, out-of-the-blue gamblers have scored big wins at tournaments, netting millions in winnings and sponsorship. If poker isn't your game, try blackjack. One professional named Don Johnson brought in $15 million in just 5 months of play. Stock market trader. This one is kind of like gambling, but if you have the right stuff, you can make millions in a very short time. Every day, people all over the world make and lose millions buying and selling stocks. Don't expect to just show up and make a ton of money right off the bat. That sort of thing is rare. According to experts, you need to have a plan, know something about the stocks you're planning to invest in, and have a limit where you're willing to pull out. Those who have made a lot of money also add that you must be patient and don't let greed take over, or you could lose it all. Government contractor. The American government dishes out hundreds of billions of dollars every year to contractors. From the military to humanitarian organizations, there's a lot of money to be had if you know how to get at it. Often, you need to think small. After all, you're not going to be building or buying tanks and aircraft. However, from pilot training material to something seemingly as simple as water jugs, if you can find a niche area the government needs to be filled and can also undercut the competition, you may just get awarded that monstrous contract that makes you millions. Writer. There are many writers out there trying to make it big. Most won't. Much like being a musician, it can be more misses than hits. That said, there is always the chance you could write that amazing novel or fabulous manuscript that leads to an incredible deal. However, even writing ebooks can make you an instant millionaire. Amanda Hocking found this out when she started writing and self-publishing her work. With stories about vampires and zombies, the 26-year-old sold her works on Amazon for anywhere from 99 cents to $2.99. Despite critics bashing her work, hundreds of thousands of copies sold, and it's Hocking who's laughing now. Entrepreneur. Want to make millions quickly? Start a business. Okay, so it's not quite that simple because it also depends on what sort of business you're starting. Take Andrew Mason as an example. One day he noticed a group of people who were planning to organize together so they could get a cheaper rate on some sort of good or service. Seizing upon this, he helped develop Groupon, a service whereby a discount for a good or service would be made available if enough people bought the voucher. As you likely know, Groupon kind of took off, turning Mason into not only a millionaire, but a billionaire. And it was all thanks to the imagination and entrepreneurial spirit. Inventor. Much like an entrepreneur, an inventor makes their money by coming up with something that people want or need. It can be something new or something improved, but it usually involves thinking outside the box and not being afraid to venture into the unknown. Sandy Stein is a perfect example. A 52-year-old former flight attendant, Sandy was tired of having to fish around in her purse for her keys, so she came up with what was effectively a decorative keychain that prevented your keys from falling into your purse. Simple, yet no one had thought of it before. Within months, her company hit $1 million in sales, and not long after that, Sandy was a certified millionaire. Social media celebrity. Just a decade ago, people were still struggling with how the internet could possibly be used to make money. Today, that's not even an issue anymore. Thanks to its constant growth, the internet has also allowed more than a few people to become millionaires. Of course, we're talking about the social media celebrity. From posting photographs of yourself and friends to broadcasting yourself playing video games, there are quite a few ways to make millions quickly. After all, who wouldn't want to make millions to play video games while giving goofy commentary the whole time? Well, before you start questioning your line of work, we suggest you take in another one of our highly entertaining videos to get your mind off that thought. There are lots to choose from here at The Richest, and be sure to subscribe so you don't miss any new additions. Bye-bye for now.